Everyone, and finally, as you know, today on 27th of February, the IIT Roorkee finally released the response key along with the master question paper and the official answer key as well. And with that, students started evaluating, and many of them have gotten almost a perfect analysis of how much they're going to score. But still, there was some ambiguity in some of the questions, and yes, our team has analyzed the entire paper and what we feel, what are the questions that can be challenged. Okay, so me and Hemant sir are going to discuss those questions. And with that, Hemant sir.
Yeah. So shall I start with digital question, sir?
Sir, your voice is not audible. Just a second.
Uh,
Yeah, it is there, sir.
yeah. So I'll start with digital question, sir. Okay, let me share the. Okay, guys, there is one question which looks like correct logic only, but rather there is a small, issue with that question. Initially, when I gave the solution, also I gave the solution for this question, in fact, as subtractor. Even the gate key, official key, also the answer given is subtractor. But there is a small catch here. It is definitely a subtractor, no doubt about that. But it is a subtractor only if the number of bits are 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 and so on. Okay, greater than or equal to 2. But in the circuit, if you see, this is a 1-bit subtractor or 1-bit circuit as such. We have 1 bit of X, 1 bit of Y, and 1 bit of Z. Okay, so due to that reason, this logic won't work in case of a 1-bit scenario. Okay, I'll show you. Yeah. So yeah, overall, this is what is a truth table for this circuit. So why? By the way, whenever Z is 1, okay, this XOR gate functions as a NOT gate. Okay, and hence that is the reason why I didn't show XOR logic here. I simply complemented Y. So I have taken Y0101 and X0011. So with that, we have all combinations of X and Y. We have XY combination 00011011. Okay. And yeah, when Y is 0, Y bar is 1, Y is 1, Y bar is 0, and so on. Okay. And now if you give all these three inputs, what are the inputs to the full adder? The inputs to the full adder are X here, complement of Y, because Z is 1, because 1 XOR Y is Y bar. So at this location, I hope you can see, let me highlight. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. So at this location, if you see, okay, the input is Y bar. The input will be Y bar at that location. And apart from that, the carry input for the full adder is always a constant Z, and that Z value is a constant value of 1. Okay, so that is also mentioned clearly in the question for us. Okay, so yeah, what are the inputs to the full adder? The inputs to the full adder are X, Y bar, and Z. Z is always 1. Okay, and we have taken all the combinations of X as well as Y and corresponding Y bar. Now, when you add all these three guys, 0 plus 1 plus 1 becomes equal to 1, 0. 0 plus 0 plus 1 becomes equal to 0, 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1, decimal 3, binary 1, 1. And 1 plus 0 plus 1 is decimal 2, binary 1, 0. Okay. So if you look at this truth table, is this the truth table of a subtractor? No. Is it a truth table of, let's assume, half subtractor? 100% no. Okay. Because for a half subtractor, what we will get is nothing but we'll get a 0, 1, 0, 0 here for the XY combinations. Okay, we'll get a 0, 1, 0, 0 here. And due to that reason, this answer cannot be a subtractor. Okay, so why the answer was assumed to be subtractor? The examiner gave the answer as subtractor in the initial paper discussion that we have done. Even I gave the answer as subtractor. The reason being, usually whenever this logic is there, that is whenever this XOR gate input is nothing but 1. So in that case, we'll have output as nothing but X plus 1's complement of Y plus 1. 1's complement of Y plus 1 is 2's complement of Y. 2's complement of Y is basically a negative number. Whenever you have complementation is generally for negative numbers, and hence we'll have minus Y. So basically for the adder, assuming it as ripple carry adder, assuming it as n-bit adder, in that case, we can have the inputs to the adder as nothing but X plus complement of Y, means X plus minus Y. And hence finally the answer becomes X minus Y, which cannot happen here, because we cannot represent 2's complement numbers by using only one single bit. That is, 1 bit 2's complement numbers is not possible. And hence, this circuit, if it is a 1 bit circuit, which is what is the given data, if you look at the given data, this is a 1 bit circuit. So the 2's complement logic do not work in case of the 1 bit logic. So since the data is given as 1 bit number, so in 1 bit number, the 2's complement logic won't work. And hence, yeah, there is no answer. There are 4 options here. I verified for other options also. If there is a possibility for other options, now the answer does not match for either adder or a multiplier or binary to gray code converter. In all these cases, the given data is failing. Okay, whatever answers we have got, this truth table is not matching for any of the given options, including subtractor. Okay, but if at all they gave the data as nothing but 2 bit or 3 bit or 4 bit scenario, the answer will definitely be a subtractor. There is no doubt about that. But only thing is, since this is given as a 1 bit circuit, so for 1 bit circuit, the options are not matching with any of the given data. Okay, so yeah, my strong belief is that marks to all should be given for this question. In fact, even I didn't realize this marks to all probability for this. Rakesh sir called me in the afternoon after the response sheet was out, and I think we had quite a good amount of discussion regarding this. Initially, I was not convinced that this is basically marks to all question, but yeah, later on, after understanding, after going through the question once again, yeah, I'm saying with conviction that this is definitely a marks to all question. Okay, because a 1 bit subtractor or 1 bit 2's complement numbers is not possible. Simple logic is in 1 bit scenario, 2's complement is not possible, and hence for this particular question, there is no possibility that this answer is subtractor.
I think, sir, IIT, the intent of making the question by IIT Roorkee would be the same, to make it as a subtractor. It's a 1 mark question. It's not like
n-bit. They would have discussed about n-bit scenario.
Correct. Yeah.
So since they're asking it 1 mark, they would have given a 1 bit scenario.
Correct. Yeah. So, but that 1 bit scenario has changed the story of the question, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Okay, dear. So there is another question which was expected since day one. We were calling it as MTA. That is the musical chair question. Okay, I'll also share my screen for a moment. Yeah, this particular question. I hope so my screen is visible. Yeah. So this particular question, where IIT Roorkee has even given the answer, and the answer given by IIT Roorkee is D for this. Okay, so I'll just show you a simple scenario here. This is the initial positions given, PR clockwise manner, PR, TQ, S, V, U, W, and there are stories given to you that after first round, fourth person behind P and etc. So dear, what is actually happening? Now see, this is the initial picture. Okay, and the persons are going to move in the clockwise sense. So fourth person after P, so S will be eliminated after first round. I have highlighted here. All the pictures I have made it roughly after first, second, third, fourth round. Okay, now after second round, what they say, you will see very clearly, fifth student behind Q leaves the game. Okay, so fifth student behind Q, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This person U, which I have highlighted here, this person U is eliminated. Okay, now the story stops here only, because the end of the question says that, okay, the last statement says that after fourth round, fourth student behind you leaves the game. Okay, but where is U? U is eliminated after round 2 only. Okay, so where is U? Now, sir, the interesting part of the question is, let's say if U was available, okay, after fourth round, if this guy U was available, and if I take the fourth person after it eliminated, then we are getting the answer also. Okay, fourth person after U, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this guy P would be eliminated. Okay, and the persons that are left is in front of U as W, 2, Q, V. But this is actually incorrect because U is eliminated. Or even the other logic is, let's say that, the question was with respect to what I say, initial positions of the members. Okay, the position, but that logic also doesn't work. Okay, yeah. If that logic has to be there, it should be there for every stage. Okay, so I tried that also. Maybe they are trying to
that will not give a correct answer.
So then also in some of the round, I don't remember exactly what, but when I solved it in some of the round, that is also not matching. Okay, so the question is not,
examiner didn't cross verify the solution.
Right. Or probably maybe there's a typo error. The fourth person behind Q, they didn't want to mention Q. That also may be a possibility. After fourth round, fourth student behind you, maybe the intention was not U, it was V or something. Okay, that small typo error can also happen. So whatever, options ambiguity or data ambiguity. It's about data ambiguity. Options second is strange. The U is eliminated, so that is a data ambiguity, and hence it has to be accepted as MTA. That's what I believe.
So overall in EC paper, there are 3 marks for MTA, sir.
Right. Yeah, there are 3 marks. No, sir. Yeah, this one 2 mark and the digital 1 mark.
This is something that we have been telling since day 0, in fact.
Correct. But again, sir, yeah, as a student is mentioning, it is a waste of time. But yeah, definitely.
Definitely a waste of time.
Definitely, because those who know they can do it, they might have spent maybe 2-3 minutes, and those 2-3 minutes are crucial, because others will be getting free 2 marks. Those who even didn't notice that such a question is there. But yeah.
So personally, even I spent 15 minutes for this question.
So see, sir. Now
my intention is not to write the exam. My
correct.
intention is to get the questions anyway.
Yeah,
but
correct.
It's a waste of time actually.
But let's say, sir, any serious student spent, forget 15 minutes, sir, even 3-4 minutes additionally spent, that is a waste. And any other person on 0 seconds spend 0 seconds on this, and they have got 2 marks. They might get 2 marks if it is accepted, which most likely. Okay. Yeah. Now the point is, sir, there is one more question which I have not taken here intentionally. Students were discussing about that question, whether that complex number question, that contour integral will be MSQ. Guys, it will not be MSQ. The point is z. The most of the doubt is in z power n. N is a integer given, even integer given, even though it is negative integer. See, if it's a positive integer, then it's a polynomial function, z square z power 4, which is anyways analytic. They have not mentioned positive integer. They have given only n as even integer. Let's say it is negative even integer. Z power -2, 1 upon z square is not analytic. Okay, but you calculate the residue at origin. See, 1 upon z square, what is the pole? The pole is at origin, which is inside the unit circle. You try to calculate the value of the residue, and the residue is turning out to be 0. And hence, integral answer is 0. Right? So how will I summarize that story is, I think this screen I can stop. Yeah. So there, for the complex number question, especially for z power n option, especially for that z power n option, if n is a positive even integer, then anyways function in analytic answer will be 0. If it is a negative even integer, so whether you take 1 upon z square, 1 upon z power 4, any of the case, and you calculate the residue at origin, the value of the residue would be 0, and hence integral 0. Okay, so by 2 different logic, integral is 0. For positive n, logic is different. For negative n, logic is different, but answer will be 0. And hence that question of complex is correct.
Sir, there is one question regarding digital. They say that it's a 2-bit output. Can I share the screen again?
Yeah. I think that is what the catch is, sir. If they're asking for 2-bit output, then also I believe it is wrong, because if it was suppose only 1-bit output, I mean, if they are only asking the 1-bit output, and let's assume that some bit of the full adder, then that some bit of the full adder is exactly the difference bit of the full subtractor. Then though we can call it, but that 2-bit itself,
exactly,
I think should not be correct.
But nevertheless, sir, these 2 outputs that you're having, I can assume it to be, sum as well as carry. The 2 bits, generally full adder has 2 outputs. One of the output is carry and the other is sum. Correct. So again, if let's assume they are talking in terms of both of these 2 outputs as 2 different sum outputs for 2 combinations of x and y, even then the question is actually a misnomer. Like there is a misinformation in the question, or the information is not presented properly in the question.
Yeah,
even
ambiguity is there for sure.
Ambiguity is there. Yeah.
Okay. So, dear students, that is what we felt as the questions which can be MTA, and complex number question I told you should not be MTA. I've justified the logic also. Okay, integral z power n for positive and negative, n being negative or positive even integer, answer would be 0 in either case.
Expected cutoff for ECE, sir, golden question.
Sir, normally last year I think it was 25 for general category. I think mostly it is around 25, or maximum to maximum 25 to 27 range. That's what I am expecting. Because it's not again a high scoring paper for EC. Most likely around 2023 paper, that's what we were discussing. The rank pattern will be similar to 2023, or even slightly difficult than 2023 because of the MSQ pattern.
So that is one thing, and as compared to 23, digital was a bit tougher or tricky, because that digital paper was dead easy. It was straightforward routine questions. Here we have one waveform question which many people actually missed, and the timing analysis question, generally people don't read the topic If they have remembered that formula, it's a good thing. Else, again, that is one question which people may do mistake. And I found again, personally, control systems to be having a lot of MSQ questions. And
But one option correct. Again,
yeah, one option correct.
one option correct.
Same with also maths, I believe.
Yeah, maths also MSQs are there, but with single option correct.
EDC
So
of the same level as compared to 2023, same easy level, and communications of the same level. So I don't think they would matter a lot. But
correct.
again, aptitude this year is a bit tough, on the tougher side as compared to what we had in the 2023
Correct,
paper.
correct. Yeah, as compared to 2023.
Again, this question adds kind of salt to the wound.
Yes, exactly.
Paper was already a bit lengthy, and furthermore, at least aptitude question was a bit lengthy compared to 23.
23, huh?
Furthermore, this question actually wastes some time.
A lot of time. Students, just maybe wait for some more time, because we are in constant touch with several students. So maybe within a day or two, we should be able to tell you exact analysis of rank versus the marks versus expected rank. Okay. So yeah, because we've got to know about several students and their marks, but maybe within a day, I think the story will be more clear at what marks, what can be the expected ranks.
But I personally believe that if a person gets probably 60 plus, rank will be definitely below 200.
Yeah, below 200.
Probably below 100 also, but worst case scenario, pakka below 200.
And if you're going 65 plus,
below 100.
Below 100, most likely below 100. That's what, or maybe worst case below 150, but most likely it should be 100 plus, under 100, I mean. Okay. Yeah. So guys, when we get more clarity, because we are collecting the data from students, so probably I'll try to make up a video on the same, that at what marks, what rank you can expect, so that you have more clarity and take your further decisions. Right, sir.
Okay, so then I think.
Yeah, okay, sir. So, okay, guys, so let's close this session. These are the two questions according to our team. Okay, and yeah, that's it. Very soon we'll bring up a video for the same about electrical paper analysis as well. Okay, yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you, students.
Thank you, sir.